Lesson 1: Becoming familiar with stocks. What is a stock? A stock is a share of a company. The owner of a stock owns a piece of said company. For example, Apple has 15 billion shares, with each share being worth $240. The company Apple has a theoretical worth of $3.5 trillion. We will explain later why it is a theoretical and not the true value in the market psychology. One does not build a boat without first learning how to cut, how to adhere, and how to shape wood. The same is true with any skill and goal. You must first put the time, or else ship will sink. And it's almost like Abraham Lincoln. If I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 5 of those hours sharpening my axe. What purpose does a stock serve? When a company is looking for money to expand operations, they have two options: find private investors willing to cough up some cash. Many companies, especially those who are founder ran want to remain private. This privacy allows for more interior control in the decision-making process. Private loans, especially for larger companies, can sometimes be hard to get. Go public and let investors claim some portion of ownership. Option 2 is to go public. Companies do this by selling a set number of shares at a price set, known as initial public offering, IPO. In this process, the founder gives up ownership of the company to the public. However, most fund most founders retain 51% of stocks to maintain control of the company. Why are shares and stocks valuable? Sure, now you've bought a stock. So what? You can tell your friends and family you own Microsoft or Apple. Good for you. Although that is a plus, it has a little to do with the true value. Warren Buffett was a master of extracting value from stocks. In 1965, he gained control over Berkshire Hathaway by purchasing majority shares. Now, in fact, he owns 99% of that company based out of Iowa. This company is a pharmaceutical industry. Yup. Theoretically, anyone can become a board member or owner of any public trade or company if they own a large enough share percentage. This is known as a hostile takeover. So these are the people behind the scenes. It's not like Elon Musk. Instead, there are a lot of people who own Tesla that are way behind the scenes. And you want to talk about recent news with Trump and the tariffs. This goes along with Elon Musk because Elon Musk's investors have recently sold a bunch of their stocks. Why? Because they simply don't want Elon Musk's name being ran through the news. These investors are very smart. They're very crazy too. The dividend. Although the idea of ripping Microsoft away from Bill Gates sounds badass, I mean, that is badass. Everyone wants to own the fucking company. Let's get it. There is a little more to consider. For example, do you have $1 billion USD stashed underground in Colombia? If the answer is no, then you're out of luck. Unless you're Pablo Escobar, you're not taking over fucking Microsoft or Tesla or Google or Apple or the SPY 500. This is known as the capital dividend. This is the divide between retail investors and the big guys on Wall Street, trading a blue collar worker's annual salary before the launch break. People make blue collar salaries, let's say $40,000 to $60,000 in a month. The retail investor, Unless you are supported by multi-billion-dollar hedge funds, you are considered a retail investor. Retail investors make money by trading stocks that are in high demand in both corporate and retail worlds. Retail traders make money selling a stock for more than they bought it for. The goal of this course is to arm you with the tools to find the right trades that will make you profitable in the long run. Dividends. The retail investor makes money buying low and selling high. Same can be said about buying an apartment at the right price. I don't like apartment there. I like buying a house because if you're buying an apartment, you're just renting it out. That's gaining no equity. So it's just like the housing market. This is in the stock market, when you see resistance, the price is resisting to break resistance and it retests resistance, right? It crashes. Once it hits resistance, it goes down. So we want to buy puts at resistance and we need to buy calls at support. Price is being supported and price resists. Once what goes up must come down. Another similarity can be made in correspondence to rent. As a stockholder, you are owned rent on each share you own. This is known as a divine end. Say Apple has a quarterly end yield of $5 by the end of the year. $240 Apple stock is worth $280. You decide to sell. Your net profit will be $40 plus 5 times 4, that equals $60. Dividends are paid to holders based on several factors such as stock type, time of purchase, and professional prioritization. We intentionally correlated property investing to promote your mind to make connection within the investing world. Our goal is to teach you about stocks, and as your money grows, provide advice to continue expanding your mind. Preferred stocks. There are two different types of stocks: preferred and common stocks that we will focus on. Common stocks are the basic stock that everyone can buy with ease. All the previously mentioned characteristics apply to this type. Preferred stocks. Preferred stockholders get paid dividends before common stockholders. The drawback is that this stock doesn't give the holder voting rights. If you're looking to be next Warren Buffett, stick to common stock. Lesson 1 completed. This is the entirety of Lesson 1. To summarize, we established what a stock was and why they are used. We established the different types of investors. 3. We outlined how the retail investors can profit from trading. And 4. We described the two different types of stocks. We will dive a little more into the foundational information throughout Chapter 1.